Hey everybody, it's been a while. Welcome to a late night practical IT rant video. uh, Over the course of the past 2 weeks, I have dealt with no less than 5 technicians from Huawei Internet, and I'm basically at my wit's end with them. The ineptitude of the technicians is beyond belief. I can't believe that after multiple years of using the same router with great speeds and great reliability that suddenly it just decided to take a dump on me out of nowhere and coincide with WoW's freaking Michigan outage that they admitted to for the first tech I talked to. I'm basically at the point, if this doesn't get resolved, which apparently it's going to be on me to try to figure this out. They're blaming my equipment, of course. I'm going to go to Comcast, or Communist Cast as I like to call them, but can't be any worse than WoW. It can't be any worse than WoW. I am livid. I am beyond pissed off. And if this gets demonetized, so be it. Right now, I don't really give a damn. I'm beyond myself, and they're going to lose a customer of nearly 10 years. Just a few months shy of 10 years. I'm done. I'm done. I can't take it anymore. So, I'm going to humor them one more time. I'm going to take my USG out of the picture. I'm going to put this 1U badass mofo PF-Sense system, or OpenSense, or DynFi, or whatever the hell I end up putting on it. I'm going to try that one more time and see if I can get this damn thing to work. It could be a bad USG. I've had the damn thing for 6 years. It just seems awful damn funny that it decided to take a dump on me right as WoW was having a major outage in Michigan that they admitted to. So yeah, I am so beyond pissed off. Their quote unquote technicians are the epitome of moronic. Oh my gosh. Okay, rant over. I guess I should try to try to calm myself down a little bit. Uh, we have Joe Trulli with us tonight. Hi, Joe. Might you be able to share any update? I contacted Ashley a couple of weeks ago, I think before 4th of July weekend, and ran a project by her, and I should probably just reach back out to her, but I didn't know if you, since the two of you are conspiring together now, if you had any update on that little project. We've got Tony from Quick Tech Solutions. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wow, pun intended. Yeah. in all honesty, Jay, I haven't heard Tom talk about WoW. It, it, I mean, this in almost 10 years, this is the worst experience I've had with them. I've contacted support more times in the last 2 weeks than in the last 9 years. So, um, yeah. Okay, so the beginning was just me ranting. I needed to let off some steam because I decided to try one more time to deal with their tech support. Um, I don't know. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to try something. I know you're upset, but I have to say this is entertaining. We love you. Well, my intention with this video is to go to social media and post this or parts of this to WoW and see what they do for me. Ashley had an idea about the project. I'll ask her. We were traveling. Oh, no worries. I kind of figured. Um, what is WoW? WoW is an internet service. Yeah, I don't know as though I've ever been this irate on a video. I try to keep my cool, but I kind of lost it tonight. I kind of lost it tonight. Um, also check the traffic on the outside of the firewall. Yep. Might be something retrying to the point of overwhelming the good traffic. Yeah, that's possible. So right now I've got my Mac Mini that I'm streaming from connected directly to the modem. I'm also connected. I actually checked out a wireless hotspot from the library today, so I'd have some internet, because when I left for work this morning, it wasn't working at all. Wasn't working at all. So yeah, so I've got this currently connected. It's hardwired to the modem, but I've got Wi-Fi connected to the wireless hotspot. So just for grins, I may just sit here and try to bring this box up live, and I mean, what's the worst that could possibly happen? We have a little outage like Jay did earlier, and I just switch everything back. No harm, no foul. I'm really trying to laugh at this whole situation, but I admit I kind of lost it at the beginning of the stream. Kind of lost it. Okay. I'm trying to push my water tonight. Welcome, Jacob, and hello to Brad. I don't think I said hello to you before. Let's see. Are edibles legal in Michigan? Yes. And after tonight, I'm probably going to go get $50 out of the ATM and go buy some. I'm just at that point. Take 40 milligrams and let it knock me on my hind end. Good evening, Catherine. Welcome. Well, sorry I missed it earlier, Brad. I do try to read the comments. I'm trying to calm myself a little bit before I do this little experiment with this box over here. Thought Tom talked about multiple ISP options he has at the shop. He could have. I may have missed that video. I don't watch every video he puts out, or at least I don't watch them right after they're released. Um, so edibles will help. Yeah, when I was down in Illinois for 4th of July weekend, 40 milligrams knocked me on my rear. But it was almost as good as the night that we played Uno, um, Uno, the one with the dual sided cards, Uno Flip, where the winner had to take a shot. I was feeling no pain that night. And thankfully, since I've been pushing the water hard, I had no hangover the next morning. You're very welcome, Jay. I tried to put my 2 cents worth in. Um, I've been a little preoccupied with this 2 week internet craziness. Um, so yeah. Um, Yeah, it's been a Charlie Foxtrot for the last 2 weeks, which is the nice way of saying cluster F with a K at the end and a UC in the middle. Um, it's supposed to be a military term. My scoutmasters many moons ago when I was in Boy Scouts, my scoutmasters were ex-military. One of them was a Vietnam vet, and then my crazy alcoholic uncle. So yeah. Um, I'm new. We're good. No worries. Well, right on. um, would you like me to lead a deep breathing session right now? uh, I don't know. 40 milligrams is a lot. Yeah, I'm a big dude. You got to understand, man. I've taken off about 13 pounds since I've been pushing the water hard, but I'm still a big dude, and 20 just doesn't cut it. 20, I barely feel anything. So, but 40, 40 is sweet. It's sweet. Um, um, 10 knocks me on my butt. Well, Tony, I'm going to guess I've got a few pounds on you. I'm going to guess that I've got a few pounds on you, even though you're more muscle and whatnot. But I'm guessing I've got a few pounds on you. Probably, if I had to guess, probably 85 at least. Okay, so I'm going to try this. No guarantees it's going to work. But I'm going to plug the Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. It switched to the wrong Wi-Fi. Okay, I've got the hardwire run into the PF Sense box. The LAN cable. Haha. It's going to go in the Mac Mini. And we're going to power her on. Cross our fingers. Cross our fingers. Alright, so let's move to, let's say, that one. So, and what we're going to do, I still have the terminal open. I do. Okay, Let me try to make this a little bit larger so people can read it. Okay, it's booting up. You can't see it, but it is booting up over here. Maybe I'll move the mic. Should be able to hear this when it comes up with the beep. Maybe. Maybe. My fingers are crossed. If this actually works tonight, then I'm just going to have to change some cabling around, and I may be all right. We will see. We will see. So interface IGB1 link state changed to up. I believe that's the WAN connection. Give it another minute. It's supposed to be booting up. Play the music. Yeah, if we played Jay Giles Band, I'm afraid we'd get a copyright strike, but and I don't have my other camera next to me. I don't have a keyboard in the room. Otherwise, I'd try to tap out the beginning of the song. But I'm back. Yep. Don't eat edibles very often, but I'm definitely partaking in the devil's lettuce as we speak. Right on. I think I've got some still in my kitchen in the drawer, and I may have to go smoke some. I don't have edibles, but I've got some devil's lettuce, as you put it. Okay, so let me switch back to my main camera again for a minute. So I did pick up this little guy over 4th of July weekend, and this is what I've actually got hooked up to it's actually running Dine-Fi after Willie Howe covered that. Root. Oops. Okay. Root. Okay. So this is the exact problem I was having before. When I connected the Dine-Fi box, which I don't have a good way to move the camera to show this, but anyways, the LAN is set. The WAN, even though it's supposed to be getting an IP address, comes up with quad 0 on a /8 network. And it's just doing bupkis. This is a fresh reload of this box yesterday. And yeah, so taking a look at my configuration here for interface EN0, which is the Ethernet interface on the Mac, it's giving itself a self-assigned IP address, which it shouldn't be. I've got DHCP set up on here. So yeah, Why is this stream not 4K? Well, let's see. The ATEM Mini Pro is limited to 1080p, which I'm running through. Yeah, that's funny given the conversation earlier. And let's go on record saying I take the TVJ approach to 4K, and this channel isn't making me enough money to go 4K. Let's put it that way. I've already spent way too much money on this, and for the little bit of return I'm getting. So actually, it's DynFi, which is a fork of OpenSense, which is a fork of pfSense. But yeah, it's the same tones. Um, Never before have I had this kind of crazy issue. And I don't know. Let's take that off screen and let's just screw around here a little bit, just until I get fed up enough to go to bed. So Ethernet is getting a self-assigned IP. Let's make that inactive. Go to details. DNS should be pulling from the router or firewall. So if we turn that back on again, not connected, self-assigned IP. So I'm at a loss. I really am. Let's see. 4K for channel members. I'm not sure how I'd pull that off. The camera is capable of 4K. The internet connection, when it works, knock on wood, I'd have to redo something different with cabling, but I could potentially do a stream in 4K. But yeah, I'm unsure on that. So right now, DynFi is plugged into the into the modem. The Mac Mini is plugged into DynFi. And yeah, let me just for grins here. Let me invite. Let me try something here. No, not that. Okay, copy. Oh, that's not going to work either. Okay, so let me try something here. Do that, and we want to connect to that. So now the cell phone has Wi-Fi again, and if we open up a browser on this, HTTPS, and let me get my key in here. See if this will. Please stand by. Use your camera and microphone. Allow. Okay. So, maybe I can pull this off. Pixel. I want to flip the camera. Let's see. Okay. So that let's see. That's not what I wanted. This. There we go. So that's what I'm seeing from the DynFi box. So bring me back on. Take that off for the moment. All right. So if I go to option number 7, which is pinging a host, and it's not pinging 8.8.8.8. So firewall log. Yeah, that's not getting me anywhere either. I'm at a loss right now. Let's see. Wait, your router is plugged into the modem, or is your Mac Mini? I originally had the Mac Mini plugged into the modem. I have switched it. The Mac Mini is plugged into the DynFi box. The DynFi box is plugged into the modem. Well, yeah, it looks like the issue is twofold. DynFi is not passing out addresses, but it's also not getting an address from the modem for whatever reason. Is the DHCP server running? It was set up to be running. So let's take a look. Number 1 is assign interfaces. Oops. Let's see. 2, set interface IP address. 1. No, we're going to statically assign it. And we're going to put it on /24. For LAN, press enter for none. Configure IPv6, no. DHCP6, no. Enter for no IPv6 address. Do you want to enable DHCP server on LAN? Yes. Starting range is 74.100. Says 74.254. No, we don't want to change the GUI. No. Okay, so allegedly I can access the GUI on 74.1. Okay. Set interface IP address to, we want to do interface 2, which is the WAN. Configure IPv4 WAN address by DHCP. Yes. DHCP6. No. Enter a new WAN IPv6 address. Enter for none. No. Okay. So I went through the configuration again to make sure, even though I'm 99.9% sure I'd done it this way before, to make sure that I did in fact enable DHCP on the DHCP server on the LAN side and to get the DHCP address on the WAN side, which is the way I've always done this before, and we'll see. Okay, so let's try to catch up with let's see. Could the interfaces be backwards? I suppose anything is possible. Let's switch it and find out, just for the grins. Just for grins. Okay. Let's see. Well, I reversed the cables. And that's what I'm getting, which is the exact same thing as I had before. And if I look at the Mac, it's still getting a self-assigned IP. So I'm a little perplexed on this. we'll get something figured out here. All right, so let's open a terminal. Let's see. Okay, now that's interesting. So we may be on to something. Because the... Oh, wait a minute. Is this a statically assigned address on this? I gotta double check that. Okay, so I think we're on to something. The label on my Dynfi box is faulty. So apparently I did have interfaces reversed. So that on the ThinkPad I am getting an IP address. So let's open a browser for grins here. Do I have an extra? I don't have an extra HDMI cable right handy. Otherwise, I would jack this thing right into the feed. How the hell? How the hell? History. Clear recent history. Okay, this is bizarre. I'm even more confused now. The laptop is plugged into the Dynfi box. The Dynfi box is plugged into the modem. Let's see. Okay. Alright, I'm going to hit option number 6 and reboot this mother trucker and see what happens. So, weirdness is plugging the ThinkPad into the Dynfi box and the Dynfi box into the modem, and when I hit the IP address for the Dynfi box, the USG screen came up. USG is not plugged into any of this, so it's got to be a cache page. So I'm going to open a private window just for grins here to see if this will do anything different once the Dynfi comes back up. Okay, I guess you're stuck looking at me for the moment. Yes, the WAN interface is set to receive DHCP. That's why I went back through the configuration. I did purposely disable IPv6. And yeah. Brad stepping away. Thanks for stopping in, Brad. Let's see. If you can't get a local address, then I think the router needs to go or be wiped. Yeah, it's a fresh load. I just loaded this yesterday. I suppose I could load something else. I've got. Let's see. What have I got in my pocket? 128 gig memory sticks are nice. Okay, see if this is the one that has all the fun stuff loaded on it. Let's see. Ventoy. No, that's not the right one. Okay, well, that tells me that the one in my hand is the right one, so that's okay. So I guess we could do that. I'm just waiting to see if this comes up and if anything changes at all. Get logged back in. And nothing changed there. Let's see. Getting an IP address from the Dyn5 box, but it says, ping says destination host unreachable. Okay, let's try this again. All right, let's see. Settings. Okay. Just for grins. Manually put in DNS for the router and a public DNS. And still destination host unreachable. Well, I guess the next step is I'll have to reload the box, put it on a completely separate subnet, which I was hoping to reuse the existing subnet so that I could do an easy switch over, but I guess it's not going to be that easy. It's almost like it's not seeing passing any traffic at all. Yeah, this is really bizarre, and I've tried not only the USG, the Dyn5 box. I've got this craptastic piece of garbage here. This is a Netgear Nighthawk. Well, just for the sake of argument. Just for the sake of argument. We'll do that. Okay, I've got access on the Netgear. Oh, look at that. The Netgear gets a freaking address. But I can't get outside. Um, what did I set this to? Okay, so obviously so this was a donated router, and it doesn't even want to load the homepage for the router. Okay, but I can curl the page. I do get that back. Worst case scenario, I do a factory reset on this so I can reset the password, and maybe something happens. Do I need to make a trip north to help? You're only 2 hours away. Don't tempt me. Try having quad knit cards that the port show up. Misordered 1302 flipping nightmare cards. Yep. Why 2 pens in the shirt, not 1? High availability writing. Yeah. Automatic failover. I hate the craptastic pens that they supply to us at work, and since I always wear pocketed polos to work, I take at least 1 pen, but normally I carry 2, just in case, because these are just Papermate clicker pens. How about trying the Edge Router X? I'd have to dig that out. I think I've got it in a box somewhere. Might be downstairs where I have a secondary setup. I have added no firewall rules because I haven't even been able to make it into the web interface. So that's... But every time I've installed any variant of pfSense, OpenSense, whatever before, it's had default rules to at least get you online. Any chances you have several bad routers? Well, I suppose the USG, since it's 6 years old, there's a possibility that could have taken a crap on me. I find it funny, the timing, but I suppose it could happen. It is 6 years old. I checked my Amazon order history, and yeah, it's 6 years old. And it's been one hell of a reliable little box. The Netgear, anything's possible with this. I have not tested it before. I assumed it worked, but I may have assumed incorrectly. The 1U box I got from Jason's lab. I've used this before. I've used it as a double NAT type box to segregate some testing stuff I was doing, and it worked fine for that. It's really odd that it's not doing anything now. But push comes to shove. I just want to check, make sure this is the correct USB stick, and it is. I've got pfSense 2.7.0 release AMD 64 on my Ventoy stick. We'll eject that stick, and all right, let's go one step further. Why the hell not? We've been live for 52 minutes. It's 12:30 in the morning. Take all the cables out of the 1U box. And we will, let's see, 6 for reboot. Yes. And as soon as it comes back up, we'll install good old trusty pfSense on this. And see what happens. I mean, all I've got to lose right now is sleep. Doggone it. Okay. That's better. Okay. We want UEFI disk. Okay. Alright, so this isn't going so well. Let's see, where is delete on this bugger? Control Alt. Okay, try this. One more time. If this doesn't go, then I'll run the stream to an hour and I'm gonna go do something else. System initializing. And it's stuck. All right, one more time. Looking a little better. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. it's not going to go. All right. Well, it could be this box. I don't know. I might reach out to Jason's lab and see if he has any ideas, since I got the box from him, and maybe he has some tricks up his sleeve. I've never had problems like this with a PF Sense box that I built from an old machine, but who knows? I'm dying laughing. Automatic failover pens. You're the man. Yeah, I don't do pocket protectors, but I do run with 2 pens. I have to go to bed. I have a meeting at 9. Yeah, so do I. I've got a staff meeting at 9. If it was set up for double NAT, did you somehow block public IP addresses? No, because I've reset the configuration since then. Gotta head to bed. We'll watch replay. This is the best stream I've seen in a while. Sorry for your peril. Yeah. This is bizarre. I've never had issues like this. I've been running PF Sense for about 3 years now without issues. I've tested a few others, but I've never really come across anything with enough wow factor to steer me away from good old PF. Yep. Well, I thought I tried Dyn5 because Willie Howe reviewed it a week or 2 ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I don't know. Willie, I credit him and Chris from Crosstalk Solutions for getting me into Unify equipment a bunch of years ago. So I watched a lot of videos from Willie and Chris over the years, and I've never had issues like this. I don't know whether it's my less than 6-month-old modem. I don't know at this point whether it's all my routers are taking a crap on me. I guess I gotta get the Edge Router X out and try that. I'm feeling a little defeated at the moment. Thanks, Bob. I hope I can get things working again too. I got a little belligerent with the tech from WoW tonight, and basically threatened to shit can them and go to Comcast. Not that their tech support's going to be any better. But just for grins. Just for grins. And now it doesn't come up with anything at all on the WAN side. So, yeah. Maybe I've just got bad luck with routers all of a sudden. But I think the Netgear is going to go in the trash can at this point. I might go Office Space on it. I've got an aluminum baseball bat in the garage. I might just get a camera rigged up downstairs in the parking lot and go Office Space on it. Get that Edge Router out and try. Yeah, I've got to put my fingers on it. I know I've got it around somewhere, but I'm afraid I'm out of patience for tonight, as evidenced by my rant at the beginning of this stream. I have never made a rant like that, and so I don't know if I'll even leave this live stream up or not, or pull it down and edit some of the garbage out from the beginning. I love PF Sense and can't find one that better suits me. Yeah, I've always had pretty good luck with PF Sense. Can you give me the 30-second elevator review of what's happening, not happening? Okay, so 2 weeks ago, WoW had an outage in Michigan. I contacted their tech support. They admitted it was an outage. 3 days later, my internet speeds, instead of 500 down, 50 up, were like 20 down, 3 up. That was the Friday before 4th of July, so June 30th. I get home on the... what day did I get home? I got home on the 6th, and I had nothing, not even the 20 megabit download, or 25 megabit download, whatever the heck it was at the time. Nothing. I initially suspected the USG, since it's 6 years old. So I thought, okay. I tried the Netgear that I had donated to me, or bartered to me last summer, which I had not tested before, and that's acting flaky as hell. That's why I'm contemplating going Office Space on it. So I got the 1U Super Micro box out that I got from Jason's lab, which I've previously used, and it worked for me, internal to what was my production network. That's not getting an IP from the modem. But oddly enough, when I plug the ThinkPad into the modem, I get an IP address. I don't know. My undergraduate degree is in networking. I've never had these kind of issues. Maybe I've just been hit upon with some very, very bad luck with networking equipment right now. You know, part of me wants to just go out and buy the cheapest $39 router I can find at Best Buy or Target and see if that works. But I'm at a loss. Spare me going back and listening to everything at high speed. Oh my god, that would make a fantastic video. The good news is you've hit 1 JAU. Yeah. Yeah, Jay, let's see. I work until 5:45 tomorrow, so I'll be home probably, I don't know, 6:20ish. But I'll shoot you an email, and get something going, and maybe we can tag team this and figure it out. So the head-end cable modem is probably borked. I hope not. It's less than 6 months old. I mean, I could... The only thing I haven't done on the cable modem is hit the reset button. So I guess my question to all of you networking guys is, it's a surfboard, like an 8611 or something. I'd have to look in my Amazon order to see what the model is, unless I can get it off the bottom. Yeah, it's an MB8611. get this out of the way. So that's the modem. I purchased it in February, and it was like a $200 cable modem. So my question is, if I hit the factory reset button with a paperclip on the modem, is that still is that going to require me to contact the cable company, the internet service provider again to do anything, or is that strictly just going to reset the firmware? It won't change the MAC address, which should be all the cable company needs, and it should, if I'm thinking through this correctly, and I may not be because it's 1:45 in the morning, it should just factory reset the firmware and the password. So maybe that's the trick. That's the one thing I haven't tried that I can think of at this point. Also, have you done any electrical work anywhere? Is your ground working? No electrical work. Floating ground on you or your cable will be a bad time. No, nothing has changed there. Is the ThinkPad on battery when you do that? I've tried it on and off battery, and it connects without an issue. Oh, head end cable company owned device. No, it's mine. It's mine. I'm not sure what a Prism 6 is. Oh, that's a Technicolor Prism Technicolor. No, it's a Motorola. Cable modems, for all intents and purposes, do a Pixie boot every time you plug them in. Hitting reset shouldn't be a problem. I've had to do that before. If it is remembering a MAC address from a previous router, a reset would be good. My thinking is you are correct. Shouldn't have to be Okay. So, I've got my handy dandy reset tool right here. Let's see what happens. Okay. It's doing something. It's doing something. I've got a power light and that's it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, front lights are coming back up. It's still thinking about it. And it looks like it's rebooted. Okay, so let's try the ThinkPad, since that's still hooked into the Netgear. Yeah, 10 seconds is what I did. Um, okay. Alright, so I'm not entirely sure that Netgear is worth anything, so I'm going to go back to the 1U box, and let's see. That one goes in the top. It should be the top. Okay. And nothing. I mean, is it possible that even though when I connect directly from the modem to the computer, that the modem could be bad when I connect it through a router? I'm I don't know. Okay. Is this bridge or NAT router cable modem? I believe it's just it's just strictly the NAT router. It's or should be, or the auto bridge. Um, there's no bridge mode to set in the modem itself. It's just strictly a cable modem. Yeah, only one 2.5 gig. Yeah, I've been really impressed with this modem. So up until February, I'd had a Zoom DOCSIS 3 modem, but we upgraded the speed to 500 megabit down, and the top end of that Zoom modem, because I've had it for 9 years, the top end that Zoom modem could do was 300. Um, and so I wanted to get the speed that we're paying for, and yeah, I I'm at a loss for words at the moment. um, so yeah, thank you everybody for coming out for my rant tonight. I don't think I've even got monetization turned on right now for this video. Not that it would even really matter, because I was in a mood when it started, to say the least. Um, to say the least. Oh, hold up, hold the phone. Check this out. Um, let's see. Oh, that's the Mac. Um, bugger. Okay, so the it may have worked itself out. Let me check something here. or not. Um, so the DynFi has finally pulled a /21 address. The wired interface is on the ThinkPad, is saying destination host unreachable, but I'm just going to go one step further and restart the ThinkPad, just to be sure that I've ruled it out. So while I'm doing that, 8, option 8 for shell. Ping. Aha! I can ping quad 8 from the DynFi box. I can ping quad 1 from the DynFi box. Holy crap, I may actually be getting somewhere. Don't want to count my chickens before they're hatched, but yeah, out of nowhere it popped a /21 address on the DynFi box. So maybe the hitting that reset button was all I needed to do, and well, if I had hair, I would have been pulling it out before now. But on the Ubuntu box, it says activation of network failed. Why? Okay. Let me pop open a search window here. Ubuntu clear DNS cache. Okay. Okay, so 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Okay. Yes, we've got a little bit of progress after an hour and 20 minutes. Yay. Figure out which MAC address it's using and write it down. Yep. I suspect it's lashing onto one MAC address until you reset it. I'm kind of feeling the same way. I wonder if WoW changed some settings and your private owned modem wouldn't pick it up. Well, so yes, they more or less admitted that yesterday, or yesterday as in Sunday, I guess it's now Tuesday, so day before yesterday, Sunday. They more or less admitted that they did something. They wouldn't elaborate on what they did. I specifically asked what the underlying issue was, and they didn't really give me an answer. When he did a reset, it forced a new firmware download. I suppose it's possible. I mean, it is supposed to be a 500 megabit download connection. I don't know. I'm less ticked off than I was when I started this. I'm going to, I think, wrap this up. It's been a long day. I'm still kind of frustrated with this whole situation. But I will regroup in the morning after I've had at least 4 hours of sleep and try to make this work. But for right now, I'm going to go get a shower and drop into bed and hope that things will go better tomorrow. So, I suppose one last thing I want to try, just for the sake of argument, we'll do that. So, we'll take the Ethernet interface on the Mac Mini, inactive. We'll wait a few seconds. So what we're going to do here is we are going to do sudo dns ds cache util Okay, that's supposed to be the command for macOS to flush DNS. So now we've done that. We'll make the connection active again. And it's showing a self-assigned IP. So, like I said, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Wonder if they change frequency. That's certainly possible. Have a better day tomorrow. Good luck tomorrow. Keep us posted. Looking forward to that video. Also, how are you streaming right now? So, when I started this, I purposely on the Mac Mini, since it's got Wi-Fi and Ethernet, I checked out. I work at a library. I checked out a mobile hotspot today, so I'm streaming on a mobile hotspot. So no guessing how the quality is on this, but checked out the mobile hotspot because when I left for work this morning, I didn't have any internet here. And so, yeah, it's been one giant Charlie Foxtrot all the last 2 weeks. So, that was my temporary solution. My goal is to be able to return this hotspot by the end of the week. We'll see if I run through the 50 gigs of data on it or not. Worst case scenario, it has to sit on my desk until the 18th. But I think we made a little bit of progress tonight. I still think I might grab the Edge Router X and see about running through that again and putting that into the mix. Know that works. I even had an expert look at it, so I know that one works. So, yeah. Thanks everybody for coming out tonight. I know this has been kind of a frantic live stream, and yeah, I need to get some sleep. My brain is fried. So I'll regroup in the morning, see if I can come up with anything else. If I have to reset the modem again, I'm not opposed to doing so, since we've proved that it doesn't affect anything with the cable company. And push comes to shove, I may give Communist Cast a try. I mean Comcast. Yeah, that's what I meant. Um, um, yes, I hate Fuster Clucks. Uh, oh, Quick Tech Solutions. You might know this expert I speak of. Um, so, uh, yeah, I don't know how much I'll get on this in the morning before I go to work, since I've got to be in early for a 9 o'clock staff meeting. But push comes to shove, after work, I'll regroup on this. And yeah, I mean, if all else fails, I'll give Comcast a try and see if they can do me any better. Um, I'm just, I'm over this. 2 weeks of fighting internet issues. Granted, I did have a 5-day vacation in there, but uh, basically 2 weeks of fighting internet issues. It's unacceptable, and they're going to have to do something with the bill. So, anyways, I guess that's all for tonight. Thanks for coming out. I honestly didn't expect anybody to show up to this, and I was planning just to do this for my own stress relief, and I appreciate all of you showing up. So once I can get this issue resolved, let's see. Remove that one. Once I can get this issue resolved, the next video that I've got outlined, and I yeah, since I can't reach my servers on the network currently, once I get this resolved one way or another, the next video is going to be probably midweek news, in all honesty. And then the second video I've got planned is going to be upgrading Proxmox backup server to the newest version. Since I'm still shocked at the 4,200 plus views my Proxmox VE upgrade video got. That blew my mind. It continues to blow my mind. I had like 9 viewers peak in that live stream, and after the fact it's got over 4,200 views. Mind-boggling. Just completely mind-boggling. Yeah, Ethernet on the Mac is getting a self-assigned APIPA address. So I guess that's indication enough for me to call it a night. I'm going to get a quick shower and go to bed. And hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. So have a good night, everybody. Get some sleep, and yeah, I may be reaching out to some of you to see what my next move might be. I suppose, worst case scenario, what I could do is have them put my old modem back into service temporarily to see if that resolves the issue. If this new modem is bad, I don't know what choice I'm going to have but to buy another modem. I don't know if I'll buy the same one if that's the case, but Yeah. I know the old modem works. It maxes out at 300 down, and um, so I guess I've got a few options that I've not exhausted yet. Got a few options that I have not exhausted yet. Um, and I guess it would be interesting to temporarily put that back into service and see if the issues disappear. So beyond that, I've got nothing. My brain's fried. Have a good night, everybody. I appreciate the support, and um, however I can repay this, reach out. You can find my email on my YouTube page. Um, reach out, let me know. But once this debacle has concluded, I will be doing a video about this ongoing issue and whatever the resolution is, so people can hopefully learn from it and not drive themselves nuts like I have. 100% of 300 down is better than 0 of 500. This is true. This is very true. Um, so get some sleep. That's the plan. The router should still be dishing out DHCP addresses regardless of modem status. Yeah, that's the perplexing part. That's the perplexing part. So unplug the Mac Mini. I'm just going to plug it into the ThinkPad one more time. Let's see. No, that's okay. One last thing I want to check. Turn off Wi-Fi on the laptop. Stay off, please. Yeah, that's not getting an address. I don't know. I'll regroup tomorrow. This is way longer than it should have been. But yeah. Thanks everybody. And this is a very tired Jeremy signing out. Hopefully tomorrow's a better day. Have a good night, everybody. We'll be updating soon, and hopefully with a resolution here. So, see you soon, everybody.